It's an infinity game changer.
So hello, welcome to episode 3 of the series 3 of the Game Changer podcast. So this week, I don't want to give the game away because I'm going to put you on the spot with a question. It's about 10 minutes long, and it was the client you spoke to, I think, last Wednesday, and I overheard the conversation a little bit. So I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay, I don't know what that one is.
I know.
I don't know what that is. This is off script, and I wasn't expecting this. But okay, I'll play the game.
You've drawn your card.
Yes, this is the conversation card.
Yeah.
It's my turn to answer the question at the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm happy with this.
Go on then.
Okay, so the question I have drawn from the conversation card, and I'll answer this question at the end, is do you do enough each day to keep learning? Go on then.
Okay, that's a bit apt. Right, my question. So this week, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Oh, go on.
As well, it was last week. You had a heated discussion with a client.
Careful
Names.
Careful where this goes.
I know, I'm trying to be. So, a heated discussion with, he was saying he wanted to be the cheapest. Put a price on Facebook, I'll be cheapest. And I think the term utterly ridiculous came into play.
I did call a client. I said to him, "You are being utterly ridiculous."
That's the one.
I did actually, yeah, and it wasn't heated. Yeah, it was heated because, and I think.
I mean, he left smiling. So
Yeah,
I don't think he...
No. Wow, you're certainly putting the hot poker on me here. You are right to mention this. Actually, you are right. And it was a heated conversation, and I did tell him he was being an idiot. And I said, what you're doing is it's ridiculous what you are doing. You are being an idiot. And I stand by that. And I stand by it because he was saying to me, we were talking about his marketing plan, and his aim was to consistently be the cheapest for his service in the area. That's how he's going to win business. And he won't be beaten or it will beat any quote. And he had and he'd done a lot of work on the different ads he was going to run and his blogs he was going to run. And his whole marketing campaign was built around the fact that no one would beat him on price in his area. And therefore, people would use him because he was the cheapest.
So he's gonna have a load more work than anyone else.
For nothing.
For less money.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, fair point. Yeah.
I mean, we've helped him now to see that in the era of his planning, or at least I believe that. I mean, there may be people out here, and I don't want to alienate anybody, that may be their plan. That they aim to be the cheapest in the area. And I see it on the TV and I see the adverts, won't ever be beaten on price. So what if then you get someone who has huge capital investment in their business, who's your competitor, they have huge capital investment in their business and can afford to sell the same products at a loss and have built that into their marketing plan.
My next one was, what happens when someone else comes along who's cheaper?
Well, he was going to drop his price.
Again.
I'm going to drop it again. And I said, so what if someone comes along with a huge capital investment, they've got £100,000 funding, and they are going to deliver your service into your postcodes for less than they pay the staff? Because they've got the £100,000 of funding. Because it is a plan that some people deploy, is to be the cheapest. They are literally buying the market share. And then after they've done it for a while, they put the prices up. But they've got the market share at this point, so they can slowly increase their prices, knowing that they'll lose X%, but they'll retain the majority, and therefore that's their plan. But his long-term plan wasn't based on having all this funding. He was just doing it out of his cash flow. So if someone comes along and says, we can do it cheaper, you're going to have to drop your price because you've guaranteed to beat any quote, you're going to have to drop your price, and then so I can get my carpets now down the road, and the £2 a square metre cheaper than you, and you're guaranteed to beat it, so what are you going to do? And all of a sudden you're in a position where you're selling carpets for less than you can buy them for, never mind paying for the fitting. Well, you're not a business, you're a charity.
Fair, yeah, okay.
And I took him back to when you opened your business 7 years ago. When you opened your business, what was the plan? And the plan was to retire in 10 years, 3 years from now, with a holiday home in Spain and the mortgage paid off. How near that are you? Well, I don't own a holiday home in Spain yet. What's on the mortgage? Same as what it was 7 years ago. Well, you haven't moved forward. So now you've got 10 years growth to do in 3 years, which is why this is his plan. He's going to do this. But you haven't got the cash in case a competitor comes up against you. Someone comes with 100 grand of funding. You can't beat that. This isn't a plan, which is why I said, you've been an idiot.
Has that been him for the past 7 years?
No, he stood still. He said, I've been in business 7 years and he's got a 10-year plan. And I corrected him and said, you've not been in business 7 years. You've been in business 1 year, 7 times over. Because you haven't moved forward from the end of year one. You're on a hamster wheel. You don't have a sustainable plan. Now, I've talked him round because his reviews are amazing. And he's got, I think he's just under 1,000 Google reviews, and they're all 4 and 5 star. People don't want you to be the cheapest. People want you because you're the best at what you do. There's your marketing plan. Because if someone's shopping on budget, they will move if you're not the cheapest. If someone's shopping on service delivery, and as I stressed to him, there's only one thing that can be the most important thing. You can have 10 things that affect your decision, but there is always only one thing that's the most important. You can't have 2 things that are the most important. So if you're a buyer and your most important thing is service delivery, not price, that's who his target audience is. They're not shopping on price. They want a great service and are prepared to pay a little bit more for it. And in every sector, those people exist. So if you are the business that is selling on cost and you are aiming to be the cheapest, you are doomed to failure.
Because I don't know anyone who does. I can't think of a situation where I'd go, if I B&Q, I was in B&Q at the weekend getting pin, I don't find the cheapest, I don't go, where's the cheapest pin? So why do people have the illusion that you have to be the cheapest? If you went and bought, if there's 3 restaurants and you went, this one's the cheapest, them 2 are priced at this and you're the cheapest, what's wrong with that? There must be something wrong with it.
People, although they say they shop on cost, very rarely do. They don't. Because if someone comes to you and says, I've got it at this price, my answer to you would be, well, why didn't you buy it then? Why didn't you buy it then? Because it was the price that you were looking for and you've got it at that price. Why are you coming to me? Why didn't you buy it then?
So he's doing carpets and, Someone comes over, they said they can knock it out for 500 quid, mate.
Well, why didn't you buy it?
Buy it then? That's a fantastic,
Why didn't you buy it then? Why are you here? Because it was on your budget. Why didn't you buy it then? Oh, well, they couldn't do it for 3 weeks. Okay, so cost isn't the most important. You want it in the next 21 days, do you? So actually, time is your most important thing. Why didn't you buy it then? You got what you wanted. Why are you here? And once we'd helped him clear the fog that was your best advert is your Google reviews and your astonishing service delivery, you do not need to be the cheapest. So I did call a client an idiot and I did say what he was doing was foolish. You are right. But I stand by it and we've cleared the fog and helped him move forward.
The person with his phone not on do disturb is the videographer.
We'll leave that in.
No.
Sorry, boss.
Let's just leave that in. No, let's just leave it in. Let's just leave it in. Let's just keep rolling. Let's just leave it in. Okay, let's just leave it in. Don't cut that out because this is real. This is real. We're at the end anyway. So has that answered your question of how I answer the client? Right. Okay. So then.
Yeah.
We know what we did at the opening. The conversation cards.
So again, season 3, we're all about the conversation cards.
Yes.
And it was your turn to pick.
I picked. This is the one that I picked. I read it out earlier. Do you do enough each day to keep learning? And I knew instantly when I read this, my answer was yes. Because for me, I try to put at least 10% of every week aside to either educating myself or educating others. And that's what these are. Helping other people. Yeah. And I get feedback from other people on these. And that helps me be better. And I try and better myself. So my answer to that is yes, definitely. But I do it consciously. And I look at my week and I sit for, usually on a Sunday, I'll sit for about an hour. And I look at what's in my diary for the next 7 days, and what is it? What is in my diary that's educational, that's making me better or helping somebody else be better? And if there isn't 10% of my time on it, then I have to shuffle things about, because we sit here doing this, but I learn every day something new. So yeah, and I love that. I love that I do. So I knew my answer instantly. I was pretty pleased when I pulled that one.
I'm going to put you on the spot again.
Go on then.
Go on then, last week, what did you learn?
Time management of mine hasn't been the best, and I was doing my Sunday things, and I knew that it was tight. So last week I put a new time management app in place. I showed you it. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And I only allow myself now, because I spread myself too thin. I only allow myself now to chase up to 10 things a day. Because if you're trying to chase more than 10 things a day, you're not doing any of them well. So I learned that was that, and I went out and I looked at all of the time management apps, what can make me a better time manager, and we've created our own little system, and it is working amazing. I'm on point, everything's getting done. So that's what last week, that time management is key. That's the answer to that question. Okay?
Thank you.
Well, you going to do the outro?
Yeah, so this was episode 3 of season 3. Thank you, as always, for joining us. If you need to learn any more from us or have any questions, there'll be a link somewhere around this video, as always. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
It's an infinity game changer.